This is a problem related to forward contract, and here the question asks us to find out the value of the forward contract. Let's see the problem. The problem says that the spot price of wheat is $330 per ton, and the person has sold the forward contract on wheat expiring in 5 months. So he has sold the forward contract which is expiring in 5 months. The current contract is for 300 tons. That means this forward contract, if you are like selling one forward contract, it is for 300 tons of wheat. The price of the forward contract at which he sold is 315. So 315 is the price of the forward contract, and they have said that the risk-free rate is 4%. Now in the examination, if the problems relate to forwards, you assume that the risk-free rate are continuous compounding. So we'll assume that the risk-free rate are continuous compounding. We have to find out the value of the forward contract. Here they have not given the value to the short or long. We'll assume that we have to compute the value of the forward contract to this party who is short. Correct? So what should be the approach for solving this problem? You would have seen that there is a direct formula given to you in the book. The formula is that value of the forward contract to the long is given as the current spot price, or at any point t is given as the spot price at time t minus the forward price at which you have entered. So f0 is the price at which you have entered into the contract, e to the power minus r is the risk-free rate, to the power t minus t, wherein what we are saying is you have entered into the forward contract at t equal to 0 and it will expire at t equal to capital T. Okay, and after you have entered into the contract, a small time t has passed. Okay, now we need to compute the value of the forward contract at this point of time, that is after this small t time has passed. So that means we are saying that what is the spot price at that time, at this point of time, and f0 is the price that which you have entered over here. Obviously this f0 is to deliver the product at f0 at t equal to t, right? So this is the formula. Now if you put these values in the formula, we can easily get the problem. So we'll see that how we get. So we have computing the value to the long, and the spot price is given as 330 per ton minus the forward contract that has been agreed is 315 into e to the power minus risk-free rate. Risk-free rate is given as 4%, so it will be 0.04, and the time, please note that the time remaining, so here we have to find out the expiring it in 5 months. So they are saying that here as of now it is expiring in 5 months, so that means this time period remaining is 5 months. They have not given that when he sold. Okay, maybe that time, the time which he sold, maybe that time the forward contract was 1 year. We don't have to worry, we need to know how much is the time remaining, and they said the spot price is this. So e to the power minus 5.04 into 5 by 12. Why we are taking this 5 by 12? Because we need to know this time in years. Please note that this time should be in years because the rate is per annum. So this is the value that you have. Now you need to solve this value. So we can use our BA2 plus calculator to solve this problem. So what we have is, first we'll compute this e to the power 0.04 into, so 0.04 into 5 divided by 12. So this is 0.02. Please note that we have to do plus minus. So we have got, and since we have to compute e to the power, so second ln, so this is the value of e to the power. Let's say we store this in 1. You are seeing that the format of this is 2 decimal places, so let's change the format and make it 5 decimal places. So now we are 5. So if I recall, the value that I have stored is 0.9835. I should multiply this with 315. So this is the value, so I will store it in 2. So from 330 I will subtract this value 2. So this is 20.20. So the value to the long is 20.20 $2065. Okay, but please note that this is for 1 ton of the contract. Here they said that the contract is for 300 tons, so the value of long for 300 tons, that is for one forward contract, would be your 20.2065 into 300. Okay, now we know that the value of short is equal to negative of value of long. Since we are interested in computation of the value to the short, so it will be minus 220.2065 into $300. So we can compute into 300, so it will come as 6061.94. so this comes as 6061.9475. so and negative, so that means the person who is short, he is losing. Now why he is losing? Because the value, the price, spot price has increased, it has gone beyond the forward contract which he is agreed on. That is the reason that the person who is short is losing. Okay, now this is a formula, like I would say that it is somehow difficult to remember, but if you remember the formula, you will make 1 or 2 questions in the examination.